We just want to be observant that the main message of the movie or the book or the song isn't actually saying things that aren't true. As far as the story and the messaging, what we're talking about is that it doesn't have to be, of course, every movie and book, and we're going to talk about some good ones, doesn't have to explicitly have the story of Christ being born in Bethlehem, the shepherds, the wise men. That's not what we're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what we're saying is to think about the messaging, and you mentioned Rudolph. And you were joking, but you said, it's a story of courage, so maybe it is a good story that has good things that it's pointing to, like
virtues,
character, those sorts of things are good. We just want to be observant that the main message of the movie or the book or the song isn't actually saying things that aren't true. Mm-hmm. And so you can have a good Christmas movie that doesn't have the explicit message of Christ, but that is a good story of sacrifice or redemption. We talked about the Christmas Carol in the last episode. Mm-hmm. The Christmas Carol is a perfect example of a story that has gospel themes in it, but of course is not explicitly giving the gospel. And so those things are good because it causes us to reflect on these deeper meanings of what is good and true and hopefully done in a beautiful way.
Yeah. And I mean, it reminds me of, like C.S. Lewis talking about how myth, mm-hmm. right, communicates truth.
Yeah.
And that myth in story mm-hmm. is a great avenue to really capture the heart and mind and imagination mm-hmm. of people, and particularly our kids.
Yeah, and he was so good at that. Of course, the Narnia series is a wonderful example of...
Wait, doesn't that have a witch in it? And as Christians, we can... No, I'm being sarcastic. There are some Christians who do take exception with the Chronicles of Narnia series because there is a witch in there. I would disagree with them. I apologize. I'm not mocking you. I'm being sarcastic. I'm always sarcastic, but mm-hmm. I'm just thinking someone out there probably just got ticked off and they unsubscribed to the podcast because they felt like I mocked them. But no, it is. But these are things to think through, mm-hmm. right? And of course, this is where Christians are going to have different conscience on some of these things. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's talk about Santa. Let's not talk about Santa, but we will talk about Santa eventually. But Christians, I think Christians can have a different conscience on that. Some may say, no, Santa in our home he's not going to be a part of the Christmas celebration. Others can say, mm-hmm. yes, he will be. And I think it's important to allow room for conscience on that and not try to bind other people's mm-hmm. conscience. But so that principle is going to be in play here as well mm-hmm. when we're talking about, hey, what movies or what songs do you and your family, engage with? And so what we're interested in is really helping parents think more carefully about this. Mm-hmm. And so for us, one of the criteria that may eliminate a movie or using a Christmas theme, put it on the naughty list or put it on the nice list would be, hey, what's the central theme of the story? Mm-hmm. And is it promoting something that's true or good mm-hmm. or beautiful, mm-hmm. right? Or is it something like, hey, Christmas means whatever it means to you.